HuddleCamHD Live.
This is Let's Chat Live. We're so happy that you guys are here with us today on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Today, we're talking about a brand new platform you might be watching us live from.
I'm so excited about LinkedIn Live, and I have to explain why. So LinkedIn is a platform where corporations are getting excited about live streaming. This is where businesses like to communicate, and it's a place where people are more accountable and more professional than, let's say, YouTube and Facebook, right? So it's going to be super cool. What do we have for them today, Tess?
Absolutely. We're starting things off today, of course, by talking about LinkedIn, this social media platform's latest feature, LinkedIn Live. You're going to be able to live stream from the platform, we assume, from business pages as well as personal pages alike.
Now, something to consider, this is going to be huge for, wait for it, it's a little bit of a slow rollout,
you might be waiting
if you will.
For a moment here.
Huge for businesses. And I hope you guys like our new animated titles. But if you're a business and you do B2B sales, this is something you're going to want to learn. We're going to have 10 tips for you on how to use LinkedIn Live.
Absolutely. And remember, this is a slow rollout. So if you do not see it currently on your LinkedIn page, have no fear. Shortly, you will be able to apply to get that feature added. But it is a slow rollout at this point, so they only have given it to a special select few.
Now, remember, we're live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be back next week with our auto-tracking camera, so I can't wait to show you that. And we have a really exciting show for you guys today.
And finally, after the show today, if you have not joined our Clubhouse on Facebook, join our Facebook user group. That's kind of where we continue the conversation. So it's facebook.com/groups/HuddleCamHD.
All right. So, Tess, do you want to go ahead and write on the board?
Let's do a quick introduction because we are going to be playing a video for you guys today, specifically about LinkedIn Live. And really, this is going to be about optimizing that platform for your business or personal professional page. LinkedIn Live, 10 tips.
So let's roll the B-roll and show what we got.
LinkedIn has recently announced a new feature for the business-focused social media platform. That's right, live streaming. As of early February 2019, LinkedIn will be rolling out live streaming as an invite-only beta feature for USA users. If you haven't already been invited to be part of the LinkedIn Live rollout, you'll be able to apply for access for the service in the coming months.
So you might be thinking, how are businesses, brands, and individuals going to start using LinkedIn Live? Well, LinkedIn has mentioned that they hope users will broadcast content that falls in line with the business-related content that's already so popular on the platform. This could include live conferences, product announcements, Q&A sessions, and other office hours events. On a scale from Facebook selfie stream to LinkedIn Live content, you can bet that LinkedIn live streams will make a name for themselves by catering toward business-related interests.
Yeah, so we would love to share with you guys some of the ways that our business is preparing to use LinkedIn Live. First of all, we would plan to create specific content for LinkedIn. It would be a mistake to say that live streaming the same content that you are planning for YouTube and Facebook to LinkedIn as well. As social media platforms release new features like this, there are often many misconceptions about the proper use. One of the best tips that we have learned about live streaming over the past 5 years is the power of creating platform-specific content. Everyone knows that LinkedIn members moderate the content that they find on their newsfeed. If your content is not business-related, you are sure to hear about it in the comments. Listen to the feedback that you get in your content's comments and always strive to improve your approach based on your user feedback.
LinkedIn is known as an online resume for business professionals, and most likely, the viewers of your LinkedIn live streams are going to be those professional connections that you've built up. This network includes coworkers, people you used to work with, and prospective clients. With this in mind, your LinkedIn live streams should remain professional and business-oriented. As you can see at our office, we have built a professional live streaming studio that allows us to create presentations in a professional space.
If you're used to live streaming on YouTube and Facebook, you're going to have a huge leg up on your competition when it comes to preparing to go live. If you're waiting for your access to LinkedIn Live, consider using Facebook and YouTube as a practice space. While you may have had success with a laid-back, impromptu live stream on traditional social media platforms, you'll want to put your best foot forward on a platform like LinkedIn. Think about preparing for a LinkedIn Live session the same way that you would for a professional interview.
Yes, it's really a professional space, and LinkedIn has yet to release a list of rules and best practices for live streaming on the platform, but we predict that the rules will fall in line with what we've seen with Facebook and YouTube, and perhaps err on the side of professionalism. As you may know, Facebook requires users to not live stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Facebook wants your content to be exclusive to their network. We expect LinkedIn will have similar requirements, but more active enforcement of the rules. If you've maybe bended or broken some of the Facebook and YouTube guidelines without any repercussions, don't expect to get away with it breaking the rules on LinkedIn. With a platform as powerful as LinkedIn for live streaming, you don't want to have your live streaming privileges revoked in a professional setting like this.
Definitely not. LinkedIn is a place where users highly regard their profile accuracy and business reputation. Unlike YouTube and Facebook, which suffers from amounts of large fake accounts and sometimes less than accountable activity, LinkedIn's community and established culture will lead to a higher level of quality and accountability. With this in mind, you're going to want to make sure that your content is highly produced and effective in telling your story in a professional way. Remember, time is money, and the users on LinkedIn are all aware of that as business professionals.
Yeah, I mean, we're different animals on LinkedIn. And remember that short videos are already performing extremely well on the LinkedIn platform. Facebook has publicly stated that viewers on the platform spend on average 3 times longer watching live content versus pre-recorded on-demand videos. So with this in mind, consider how you can incorporate live viewer engagement on your LinkedIn live streams. Do not make the mistake of ignoring your live audience. Consider addressing live comments and recognizing audience members by name. Remember that the people commenting on your LinkedIn live streams are part of your business network, and they may be important partners and/or prospects for your business.
Yeah, and think about, when was the last time that you updated your LinkedIn profile page? When you go live on the platform, consider keeping your branding consistent with that. LinkedIn live streaming will likely be available for both individuals and business pages, so you should keep your business page updated and consistent with your company's branding. Your live stream should be no different. Consider the ability to share your live streams with relevant business pages, groups, and like-minded individuals. It's time to take LinkedIn off the back burner and schedule a meeting with your social media team to strategize about how you can take full advantage of this new feature on LinkedIn.
As you can imagine, we've had this meeting with our social media team, and if your company is not prepared to create professional live video content that's consistent with your corporate branding, consider creating a dedicated space inside your office for this purpose. As you can see here in our live streaming studio, we have the ability to live stream to YouTube for professional webinars, Facebook for dedicated social media pushes, and soon we'll be live streaming to LinkedIn with the professional business updates as they come available. An investment in live streaming studio is an investment in your entire business, from sales to marketing and beyond. Don't get left behind as the final social media giant, LinkedIn, joins Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and more.
So where do we go from here? If you're thinking about building a live streaming studio in your office, download our free guide below. If you're considering live streaming a major conference or product release, we also have a guide on that as well for conference streaming. Finally, if you just want to learn about your strategy for live streaming, you can download our ultimate guide to live streaming for free at the link below.
We have a lot of resources for you guys, and you should have fun and enjoy your success. Feel free to reach out to our team directly or leave a comment below and let us know what you think about LinkedIn Live. Hopefully you'll hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe share this with a group or a like-minded individual who could enjoy this. Bye. So here we are, live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Not LinkedIn, though.
Not yet, and only because they haven't given it to us yet. Hopefully they see this video and we're one of the next to receive that, so we can test that out for you guys live, and maybe we'll be inviting you to watch live on LinkedIn soon.
So this is our chance to answer your questions about LinkedIn and live streaming. Some of the takeaways, in my opinion, here are the need to understand live streaming is becoming more and more apparent, especially with LinkedIn. I feel like that's going to be a whole new wave.
It really is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially
kind
for
of the
businesses.
corporate world accepting live streaming as a promotional option for them. Beyond, like, I feel like they've already caught into recorded video and content, but this might help with that live area a little bit.
It's surprising how long it took LinkedIn to adopt video. Now, LinkedIn is purchased and owned now by Microsoft. Microsoft likes to move slowly, but when they do move, the world follows. And here we are with not only video being adopted by LinkedIn, but now live video with a slow rollout in the USA to start here with a beta invitation only. So a couple of the takeaways that I'm thinking of. First of all, when it comes to video production and live streaming, live video production, it's something that you can use to create a video.
Absolutely.
Whether it's live streamed or not, like that video we just played, we recorded live with our live streaming equipment.
With our live streaming system. And everything that you do stream live will then become an on-demand piece of content for you to pick apart if you'd like, recreate something new, or just redistribute.
So let me just write on the board here for a second. What I'd like to do is just write a few of the baby steps that I think businesses should be taking. I just want to write this on the board here.
While you're prepping for that question from the chat,
sure.
Do we know how to get the invite? We did mention that.
There will be an invite coming soon. So baby step number one is learn how to just create recorded videos. So yes, there will be an invite, but I couldn't find it yet.
Okay, so they may not have released it at this time.
How can you create recorded videos live? So you're not live streaming, but you're creating the videos live. And maybe you're editing it later, but you're getting the footage. Like you saw Tess and I there, we were reading a teleprompter, even though you could probably barely tell we were reading a teleprompter. And we took that video and we put B-roll, and we made it nice, and we edited it. We edited out some of the mistakes and made a recorded video that we uploaded to LinkedIn, okay? So that's step one. But step two is to start getting, once you're comfortable creating a 10-minute recorded video, a 5-minute recorded video, can you step two, which would be a short live stream, a short webinar, right? Live stream a webinar, okay? And you know where a great place to start is? Facebook, okay? Low pressure. People will comment, let you know what you should be fixing. I don't think that LinkedIn is the place for people to really start right away. Facebook, then maybe YouTube would be the second place to go. And then once you're feeling incredibly good about this, and maybe you've got a big product release, a partner webinar, something like that, that's when you go live on LinkedIn. So I think following these steps and understanding that the live streaming and video production hardware that you can get to do all of this, starts with just being able to record videos, post them online, post them on YouTube, post them on Facebook, post them on LinkedIn. Then you can start doing short live streams that are highly professional, and you'll eventually get to the point where you can create live streams, which include live comments that are engaging and interactive on LinkedIn in a highly professional manner. But if you don't kind of understand how to get to these steps one and step two, it's going to be hard for you to produce the professional level that LinkedIn really requires to kind of match up with your corporate branding. So that's my idea there.
Great question in the chat right now from Alex Bird. When can we expect this to be available in the UK or internationally?
So a lot of this is really rolling out right now. And one of the things that we mentioned is a lot of times when social media giants like Facebook and YouTube roll a feature like this out, there's a lot of questions. And there's a lot of, I forget the way that we put this, but people aren't exactly sure how to use it.
Yeah,
misconceptions. And
it's a big word for us over here.
Right now, LinkedIn and Microsoft is traditionally known for taking a while to do things. It could take them months to even get out of beta. They don't want to have egg on their face. They don't want to screw this up. So if you're getting excited about LinkedIn, now's the time to start thinking about, do I need better lighting in my studio? Do I have enough cameras to do a good, to start preparing?
To represent my business organization or professional brand the way I want to be seen on a platform like LinkedIn that is so professional centric.
It is your resume, your online resume. It does connect you with all of your coworkers, past coworkers and present, your clients, your prospects. So it's 100% going to be a different approach from Facebook and YouTube. But as we just mentioned, I think that if you're waiting and you're getting ready, go live on Facebook. What is it like? What is it like to have a live audience? What is it like to communicate with them, to show their comments on the screen, to call their names out loud as we've been doing here on this show?
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see exactly how the original users of this feature are going to work with it. Question coming, or comment, should I say, coming from Old School Scat. This will take LinkedIn to the 10th power. Facebook and YouTube are great, but LinkedIn is a dedicated business platform. Yeah. Great point.
One of the things that I really think is true about this, and I don't know if this Zcam over here works, Mike, but it might be a good shot, is that you might be thinking about how LinkedIn has much more accountability. Professionals on LinkedIn are really accountable in a way that maybe on Facebook and on YouTube, we may have fake accounts, people trolls, if you will. LinkedIn, people really take seriously. And when you're going to spend your time is money, and you're going to spend your time on LinkedIn live with an audience, people are going to respect you for your time, but they're also going to demand a high quality of not just production. Production really isn't the important thing here. It is the content. Content is really the king, but I really think that the presentation value, the space that you're in, the setting that you're in, the lighting so that people can actually see you, the microphone so that people can actually hear you, things of that nature are going to become incredibly important, especially if you're going to be consistent. And Tess, maybe you could maybe speak to the importance of consistency when you are trying to live stream and communicate and build an audience in a community.
Yeah, I picture people who are starting to stream from LinkedIn starting a show, much like the one we have here, where they can inform current or prospective clients and other colleagues about what's happening within their organization. So like we do with this show, we have it at the same time and place every week so our viewers know exactly where to find us. Recorded content is a little bit more acceptable in the willy-nilly posting of. With live video, you definitely want to be building an audience. That's kind of the goal there. So you want them to be able to find you at the same time and place. So that's definitely key with consistency.
Now, one of the fun things about our show, and one of the things you may want to consider, is that we do have a post-show podcast. So the way that we've decided to do our live streams, they start just at 2 p.m. Eastern. We get the content to you in the best way possible. This was a complicated presentation, so that we actually spent hours preparing with teleprompters and really professional grade presentation quality setup. But now we're going to kind of take the gloves off, I like to say, and just walk into our podcasting studio where we can really just have a conversation with you. So we invite you to come there. That might be a great place for you to have your guests on as a show. Podcast, I think, this is all kind of new territory.
We'll see how this type of thing will translate over to LinkedIn, going to a more relaxed area, if that's going to be okay. But now thinking of it, people really do want a more authentic and transparent experience with, even on LinkedIn. So they want to see real people anyways. So I don't see a problem with it.
So we're going to walk over to our podcasting studio. We hope that you come along with us. And
virtually, so you don't really have to go anywhere.
Yeah, just stay where you are.
Just stay in your seat.
And this is where we're going to answer questions, uncover additional thoughts about the LinkedIn platform and what we should be expecting. And we'll see you guys over there.
Thanks, guys. We're excited like you are.